Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our post-game men's volleyball press conference. We will start the press conference with an opening statement from head coach Alan Knipe, and then we'll open it up to questions for coach and four players.
Yeah, I thought it was great to get back into the competition mode. Obviously, I thought we did a nice job last week prepping the guys with competition at the end of the week, but it was nice to have an opponent in here. And I really liked the way we responded coming out of the bye week. We looked fresh, we looked good, healthy. We were significantly better in some areas that we've been working on. Ball State's a good team, a well-coached team. They got a fair amount of good players on that team. So for us to get on them the first couple of games like we did was good. I wasn't the biggest fan of some of the self-inflicted points that we gave up in the third set, but I certainly liked the response of our guys in the fourth set, playing a really clean set. So, now we get ready to go into conference and get into the run of Friday, Saturday, home and away, and we'll prep for that this week and hopefully play better than we did tonight. Next week, that's the goal the rest of the season.
Coach, what can you say about your team's passing as you passed the ball really well, which only led to Ball State having 8.5 blocks, and your team's blocked really well as you only had 1/2 of a block less than they did.
Yep. Yeah, obviously it doesn't matter what level of volleyball you play. It always starts with the passing. We have great passers. Sodas and Mason do a great job, and Spenny did a great job tonight as well. But they worked really hard over the last 2 weeks. That was a big emphasis for us. A lot of different ways we worked on serve receive, not just the heat that we have to deal with from the end line, but also tactical serving and float serving. And I thought the guys handled it really well. It was evident by the number we hit as a group. So that's a huge credit to the passers. It always is. The game's a lot easier when you win the serving and passing battle. And we won the serving and pass battle, both sides of the ball, obviously. We had more aces and less errors, and we passed the ball well, and the offense showed.
And this is a question for Aiden. Obviously, the offense really shined as you had 5 players with 10 or more kills. What can you say about the offense and how it was very productive, whether it was the left side, the right side, the BIC, or the middle?
Well, first of all, our passers made it very easy on me tonight. They freed me up to run the offense that I wanted to run, and my goal all year and as just setting as a whole is to run a balanced offense everywhere, and I think tonight was a good showing of that. And both of our middles did a good job. A lot of their attempts weren't in perfect situations. They were in medium system or like broken balls or trans even. So they did a good job getting off the net and getting up for me. And then, like always, our pins did a great job tonight.
Yeah, so does career high digs today. I know in 2021 you had your career high kills against Ball State as well. Is it just one of those matchups where you just kind of play significantly better?
Obviously, it's a team that I know pretty well from my past experience at my other school. But we had 2 weeks to prepare for this team. I was given the proper directions. I follow my coach's instructions. But I also I like how they just give me sometimes the freedom to do my own thing in defense, and I love that they trust me. And also our blockers we are the best blocking team in the country, so it just frees me up a lot to do my job. So it's all my coaches and the blockers.
And then this is a question for Simon. Obviously, you and Shane had 10 plus kills. What can you say about being one of the better middle blocker tandems in the nation? And do you think you and Shane are the best middle blocker tandem in the nation?
Yes, sir.
So I'll start off by saying that I have no idea who's the best. I guess we'll know that at the end of the season. But right now, it's a product of a bunch of things. It comes down to good passing. We showed that today. Good defense when we're in transition, and then Aiden always has the ability to set us, and we call it up and available. So we try our best to be available so that Aiden can set us, and it works. So you can see the numbers. It's beautiful.
And then back to Coach Knight. Mason also shined today with 12 digs. What can you say about Mason and how he was able to sprawl around the floor, and he even had 3 assists to go along with his amazing digs as well?
Yeah, I mean Mason's a very special libero, and he's a great defensive player. But he has a nose for the ball, wants to dig the ball. At times tonight, he was even maybe extending his zone too much. You know, I think some people realized he was in their zone when he's usually not, because he was being so aggressive digging the ball. But yeah, I thought the whole team played really good defense. But I thought Sodas and Mason were spectacular defensively tonight.
And then one more question for Alan.
Yep.
Next week, you mentioned it, you will be kicking off Big West Conference play. Obviously, Santa Barbara kind of has the jump already with playing UC San Diego, and they'll already get the halftime experience.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's it going to be like already jumping into Big West Conference play and then having to go to Santa Barbara and then coming back next week to play them at the Pyramid and
Yep.
having that halftime adjustment?
Yeah, we've done this the last couple of years where it's home and away. We've scheduled this year where it's been home and away. Where we played back to back on purpose. So you've been prepping all season for this. There's different things that will come in our season, whether it's our preseason, our trip to Canada, our trip to the East Coast, non-conference nationally, non-conference locally, and all of it builds towards getting to the conference. The conference is the most important part. So we'll keep adding to what we're doing and keep watering the green spots on things we're good and prep for our opponent. And then, yes, you're exactly right. It's a little different. It's a halftime where there's 2, and it's you switch gyms. It's kind of unique. But it's that time of year. We're excited to get into conference play and get it going, and look forward to the matches as we always do. I know Spencer just switched place with Simon here, and I know we talked a lot about a lot of the other guys, but Spencer had a great night in pretty much all areas of the game tonight. So I'm glad he's stepping in, and a lot from the front row. For us attacking from him, he was good from the back row. I thought he played really hard on defense as well. So I'm sure you have a question for Spencer, since we just did a sub out for Simon.
Yeah. Yeah, going off of that being like the kill leader tonight, really efficient night. One of the more experienced players on the team, one of the veterans, like having that individual performance right before Big West, extra motivation, just like how does it fuel you heading into the Big West?
I mean, I feel like I'm always pretty motivated as far as going into the next match. Getting those kills and having that happening isn't just because of me. It's also because of the setting. Our middles are going off. They're getting kills. They're bringing middles down. So when I'm up there, I see one guy up there. I know I have that available, not because of me. It's more because of the setting and the blocking and the middles and the passing. So yeah, I'm excited for next week. But as I said, I'm always trying to prepare as best as I can for each game. So.
Aiden, let's just talk a little bit about you're distributing the ball tonight, getting 5 different players in double figures up there. What was working for you, and what's been working for you with being able to trust your hitters that way?
Well, like I said earlier, when we pass the ball well, it makes my life very easy, and I'm able to run the offense that I want to run. And tonight was one of those nights. We passed the ball really, really well, and I was in system along the net as much as possible, and I think setting the middles as much as I can, even when the situation is not perfect, has helped me grow with my confidence of being able to set them at all points. Because a lot of their kills weren't perfect situations. Most of them were trans or off the net gaps and stuff like that. So that has helped me grow as a setter. And then when you get that kind of middle hitting percentage or middle distribution percentage, it frees up all the pins to get one-on-one, like Spencer said. So.
Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thank you.